God bless Nigeria, fellow Nigerians. I come your way again on the Political Affairs 001 channel, where we've been dissecting issues that could make or mar government and governance in Nigeria in 2024. Subtitled, The Warnings to Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2024 series. Today, we are bringing your way one of the very nagging issue that is now influencing and determining the trade developmental program relationship between some developed nations and the poorer or developing nations. And that is gay politics, LGBT rights. Most developed nations and partners are now using this as a bait and a form of arm twisting tactics to get nations to sign into this agreement before they can deliver aid and also uphold trade agreements and other bilateral cooperations with these nations. Uganda recently suffered from the cancellation of certain aids and grants to them by the United States government because of their refusal to sign into this particular gay rights. Recently, Nigeria was almost being coerced into signing up for these rights. On the 15th of November 2023, during the European Union, Africa, Pacific and Caribbean Countries Organization meeting held in Samoa Islands, the European Union brought up a proposal for countries in this organization to sign a treaty accepting, incorporating, legalizing LGBTQ rights. Of course, 35 of these countries, including Nigeria, refused to sign up to this agreement. In fact, Nigeria was absent, which is very commendable of this government to have done that. On the 24th of November, the European Union now came up with threats and issued a release from their headquarters in Brussels, threatening that any country that doesn't sign up to LGBTQ rights will be denied aid, will be denied the implementation of programs, will even be stopped from attending meetings of this EU, Africa, Pacific countries organization meetings. We now begin to ask yourself, what is the correlation between LGBTQ rights and developmental aids and programs? Why is it so important to these so-called developmental partners? Or maybe, is it because of a certain document which I would like the president of Nigeria to aver his mind to, as we mourn as much as possible the death of the popular diplomat Henry Kissinger? There was a document popularly called the Kissinger Report, authored in 1974. This document is called the United States National Security Council Security Study Memorandum 200. Well, it's popularly called the Kissinger Report. The president can call for it. This is where the report centered mainly on the implications of worldwide population growth for United States security and overseas interests. In this particular document, Henry Kissinger opined that population, especially in developing countries, may affect the U.S. interests in these countries in years to come. In fact, one of the countries that were pinpointed in that same report was Nigeria. And the measures outlined in the Kissinger report to curtail the overbloating or overgrowing population in the interest of the United States and other so-called development partners was childbirth controls, legalizing and encouragement of abortions, indoctrination of children, which is this LGBTQ rights. It is a poison chalice that Tinubu and his administration must stay away from. If he touches it, if he touches it, he will be shocked. Our laws already, and any attempt to coerce him with so-called aid or bilateral agreement, let us ask ourselves some questions. These agreements that have been given to all these developing nations or poorer nations for many years, have we become better now than we were half a century ago? Why is it that the more aid Africa gets, the poorer we become? Are these aids being given to us with one hand and being taken with the other? We need to begin to revisit the dynamics and the things that determine our relationship with these so-called developed nations and development partners. The EU can go with their poison chalice of a Samoa agreement. Nigeria should not sign it or anything like it from anybody. This is a warning Tinubu must heed in 2024. And also reach out to us through our social media handles and channels. Nigeria comes first before any man. Bye for now.